Two guys that were once traded for each other on draft night, now NBA rivals. Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks take Atlanta to deal with Trae Young and the Hawks. First quarter. Let's just say if I were Dallas, I would think I got the better end of the trade. Luka nails 18 points in the first. On the other end, it's Bogdanovich to Jalen Johnson who throws it down. But I want you to keep your eyes on number 77. He got close to it. That's called a tease in the business. Luka with the score. On the other end, it's Bogdanovich. He had 24 points. How about Derrick Jones Jr. on the baseline? Relentless in his approach, and he wouldn't be denied on that possession. Luka wouldn't be denied in this entire game. The Don putting the business on the Hawks in State Farm Arena at the half. Luka had 41 points. That's the most ever by a Dallas Maverick in the first half. And guess what? Luka wasn't done. At this point, Doncic just going in his bag and his shenane. Luka breaking the scoring mark for a Dallas Maverick. Now it's chasing the history books for any NBA player on any NBA team. Luka's already over 60 in the fourth. The Mavs are up 9. DeJounte Murray nails the 3. We got a tight game, which means Luka keeps playing. Now the Don is at 69 points and one made it 70. We've seen guys get 70 of recent. Does Luka got more magic in his tank? Well, first off, Jalen Johnson makes it a 4-point game. Here's Luka with under a minute to go. How about Doncic? Another and one to cap off 73 points for number 77. The Dallas Mavericks walk in your trap and take over your trap. Go into Atlanta and let Luka lead them to a 148-143 victory on Doncic's historic night. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you gotta do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code FERRO, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code FERRO, and your first deposit will get doubled. Pascal Siakam knew there would be smoke with the Phoenix Suns, but he didn't realize Devin Booker would be in his bag and his Birkin. Indiana Pacers got all they could handle from D-Book early on. How about Devin Booker cooking? Let's keep in mind, this is a dude that scored 70 points in a basketball game before himself, and this dude was well on his way to that in this one. How about a 29-point first quarter from Booker? Despite him scoring 70 in the past, that's the most he's ever scored in the quarter. Second quarter, Obi Toppin and the Pacers show no fear. Obi Toppin coming down in transition, putting it between his legs. Kind of calmly, to be honest with you. Ain't no way that man just did that calmly like that in the middle of a basketball game. And then it's Toppin to Siakam for the deuce. Devin Booker gets a look from Kevin Durant, and Book once again knocks it down. Kind of cooled off in the second, did Book. He had 37 in the first half, so who the heck am I to judge him? Third quarter, the Pacers as a team continue to have the high hand. Not just one guy, a lot of guys for Indiana had the high hand. We go to the fourth, Pacers down 5. It's Booker. Devin Booker's got 62 points, ladies and gentlemen, but he does not have the game in hand for his Suns just yet. Andrew Nembhard, he had 22 points. That bucket ties the game up at 131. Pacers get a chance to win it late. Siakam had 31, but he hadn't had a game winner, but Obi Toppin does. Toppin puts the Pacers up a deuce. Can Booker close out his great night with a three-pointer at the buzzer? It's no good after Book slips. The Suns, despite Booker excellence, fall to the Pacers 133-131. Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors got their hands full because the Los Angeles Clippers are in their building. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clippers got an array of weapons. This game focused on Russell Westbrook and James Harden as you see Brody diming up Kawhi Leonard back in Toronto where he won a ring in his one season. He throws it down, not to be outdone by Scotty Barnes. You keep taking me higher and higher. Scotty's 22 years of age. Brody's 35, still throwing it down. The crossover and the score from Westbrook, who had 12 points in the first half, not to be outdone by his former OKC and Houston teammate Harden, who also was in his bag, and it was Birkin. Harden and Westbrook connecting. How about the bearded one? 18, 8, and 4 in the first half. The Clippers all over the Raptors. Can't forget about PG 1-3 because he just made one from 3. Clippers got the lead at the half. Third quarter, it's RJ Barrett trying to bring his Raptor squad back. I'm gonna be honest with you, to no avail, because RJ Barrett and the Raptors are spinning, winning, and dealing because of the Clippers' greatness. How about Harden, then Kawhi, showing the Raptors what they missing. It's Leonard nailing the three-pointer. By the way, Kawhi had a good game. It just wasn't really about him. It was about these other dudes. How about Brody, little boy day tomorrow? It's Russell Westbrook. I'm not going to say turning back the hands of clock because he's still great. He just doesn't get the opportunity to be it as much. How about the Euro? Gotta rock the baby to sleep after that one. 25 and 3 from Westbrook, not to be outdone from Harden, who had 22, 10, and 13. His first Clippers triple-double, the 75th of his career. It is the Los Angeles Clippers taking care of business in Canada. 127-107 is your final. Clippers win. Scoot Henderson versus Victor Wembanyama. I'll take it every night of the week, twice on Sunday. It's the Spurs hosting the Blazers. First quarter, Lord have mercy. It's Wembanyama sending Simon's shot to the floor, putting it on the floor. On the other end, Wemby gets off the ground. Not too much, but a little bit to throw it down. Spurs up by 3. Scoot nailing the 3 to tie the game up. Henderson would leave the game early, though, due to a quad contusion. It's kind of been the story of his rookie campaign, kind of just in and out for Portland. As Anthony Simons steps it up in his rookie's absence, this dude, Wembanyama, has been available for the Spurs all year. Wembanyama proving why he went number 1 in the previous draft. Wembanyama putting in work. Spurs up by 5. But Simons wasn't the number 1 overall pick, but he was well worth it. How about Simons? 40 points, 10 assists in this one. Wembanyama trying his best to keep the Spurs out in front. A lot of scoring in this one, by the way. Everybody got their numbers. How about Jeremy Sohan taking over the third quarter? A crafty deuce plus the foul. And then Sohan with the rare 3. Jeremy had 31 points, 14 rebounds. Spurs up 11. Fourth quarter. How about Trey Jones using the rim to his leverage and scoring? And then Wembanyama just using his greatness to his advantage. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks for Wemby. And he got some help in this one. Again, Sohan in transition, easily putting away a deuce. Simons still fighting for the Blazers, but it would not be enough because Portland's going to fall short. Keldon Johnson finishes off an impressive Blazers win. Keldon had 21 points and a season-high 15 boards. Everybody got their numbers. They got rebounds. Just one of them games. 116-100 was your final.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So, please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am FERRO.